this is Joyce Polino Crane. I'm here with Mary McCauley. She's the vice president of the Live for Live board. And that foundation, which raises awareness of domestic violence, is having its a virtual fundraiser beginning today. So Mary, can you tell us about that?
Sure. Hi, Joyce. Thanks for having me. Live for Live has been around this is our 11th year. And the past this year and the year before, because of the pandemic, we decided to do our annual event virtually. So it's a ride run, and you have 10 days to do the various, whether you want to do a 5K, a 10K, or ride your bike 6 miles, 23 miles, or 50 miles. You have 10 days to do it. You can do it as a team to raise money. You can do it by yourself, with your coworkers and your family. And then we added last year, because of the pandemic, we figured, the parents at home that were doing homeschooling and everything was shut down, that we would come up with a kids event. So it's called Titan 10, and it's 10 days of different activities for kids. And we release it the day before so they can look forward to it and be surprised. And it's stuff around your house, like make a musical instrument from things at home, create your own obstacle course. There's some arts and crafts things, a little bit of something for everyone, dressed like your favorite superhero, a lot of those things. And then we have the kids posted, or the parents posted on Facebook, and we do a drawing every day for a winner.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It was very well received last year.
So you're hoping to raise somewhere. What are you raising the funds for?
So this has been sort of a new shift in our focus. I mean, we've talked about it before, even before I was on the board a few years ago. But our real focus is for something called Lives Independence House. And what that is our hope, our goal is to have the funds to buy and sustain a building for survivors of domestic violence, where they can go and get training and counseling and get back on their feet. Just a safe space and a place where, people understand and are there to help them.
Yeah, as you know, I was on the board of Live for Live for several years also. I no longer am, but that was a wonderful experience. And I really am very pumped to see the progress the board is now making towards that goal. Very nice.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, that's how you and I met on the board.
That's right. That's right. I forgot that. Yeah, so there is I'm very concerned about domestic violence and domestic abuse. And it's really the reason why I was on that board. I just wonder, are we getting anywhere in terms of protecting lovers, partners, husbands and wives, and keeping them safe, and maybe educating them a bit? It's a big job, but
it is a big job. I agree. And I do believe, so I'm a survivor of domestic violence, which led to my divorce in 2006. And there was virtually no one else I knew that was divorced, no one else I knew that had domestic violence in their lives. There weren't as many resources. Thank you. Yeah, there weren't as many resources back then, and there seem to be a lot more resources. I feel like it's more easily talked about than it used to be. And it's not the best topic. It's not the best fundraiser topic. It's, not like saving animals, or saving people, but it's not a food bank or some of those other things. And I'm involved in a lot of different charity organizations, but this one, it's a tough one. It's not like a happy subject, but one of the goals of Live for Live, and we have some grant money for this, is education. And Jody Marchand does a great job of getting into the schools. And we had an intern this past spring from WA who really gave us a fresh take and fresh eyes on this. And because of her involvement, one of her good friends had been dating a boy that showed some signs that she was like, is this right? Of potential controlling partner type stuff. And So it was really, good to see her take some action, this young girl, and basically point it out to her friend and shine a light on it.
That's very, an uplifting story, but there is, we need to, and Jody has said this all along, we need to educate kids, young adults, maybe in that age group from 12 to 17, 18, they need to learn what control is and what, good behavior in a relationship is. And that means boys and girls.
Very true.
So Jody does go to schools and gives this and addresses this issue whenever someone will welcome her.
Yes, absolutely.
And she, her story is really tragic. She lost her daughter, Olivia, in February of 2010. It was, according to police, her father, Brian, who turned the gun on her and killed Olivia and critically wounded Jody.
Right.
Hate to tell that story, but it's so important that people understand where Jody is coming from.
I agree. I remember I lived in Westford when that story was on the news. I didn't know Jody, but my ex-husband had guns in the house, hunting rifles. And I thought, ooh, you don't know what they're capable of and what they might do. So
That's right. You don't. I mean, this whole case with Gabby Petito and her fiance, looking wonderfully happy in the videos that they show. And yet it sounds like allegedly there was physical abuse and
Right.
emotional abuse. So,
right. And I'm sure people close to them may be shocked at, if that's what comes out in the end.
correct.
There was, yeah.
Yeah. So, well, let's see if there's anything else you want to say about the fundraiser. We'll get into a little bit later.
Yeah, just it's a really good event. It's fun for the family. It gets you outside. You can do it at your own pace. And you can go to liveforlive.org and sign up.
Liveforlive.org. That's wonderful. Okay, so anything else you want the community to know?
No, I think that's good. Everybody should join.
I'll take my bike out, okay?
Okay, it's a deal.
All right. Mary, thank you so very much for
Thank you, Joy.
time to be with us today. For
Okay.
Westford Cat News, this is Joyce Polino Crane.